The Coen brothers have teamed up with George Clooney on an American crime comedy. Matt Perrin has your Monday movie musing.
Welcome to another Monday. The pre-Halloween weekend was one of the worst the box office has seen this year. Many attribute it to Stranger Things Season 2 being released on Friday, but either way, it was a poor showing. I took in 2 of the 3 new wide releases this weekend. I saw the movie that took the top spot, but I've been told that I am not allowed to review Jigsaw. The other movie I took in turned out to be a complete flop and pretty much universally hated by audiences, especially those over 50, which made up the majority of its attendees. So did I agree with this widespread hatred? Here's my take on Suburbicon, and I'll throw in just a little of Jigsaw at the end. Our movie begins in 1950s America in the down-to-earth town of Suburbicon. It's a nice, normal town, but suddenly everyone starts to become a little nervous with the integration of its first African-American family. Meanwhile, in town, we have the Lodge family. Gardner, played by Matt Damon, his wife Rose, and her twin sister Maggie, played by Julianne Moore, and their son Nicky. One night, there is a home invasion by 2 men, and after the entire family is chloroformed, they awake to find that Rose is dead. After the funeral, Gardner decides that Maggie should move in so that Nicky will still have a motherly influence. It doesn't take long for their newly torn apart lives to start getting even more crazy. Having to deal with all the condolences at work is driving Gardner up the wall. The police believe they have found the murderers, but after they are narrowly able to escape the lineup, and after a snafu that shows the Lodge family in the room, the duo decides they need to make sure they are not identified. Also, an insurance investigator is snooping around trying to see if maybe Gardner may have had a hand in the murder so they don't have to pay out. As the movie progresses, we have acts of violence acting out parallel to each other. On one block, we have the neighborhood residents trying to drive out the family that they feel doesn't belong, which quickly escalates into a mob-like mindset and riotous behavior. Meanwhile, one block over, things have absolutely gone off the rails, with the Lodge family being threatened from the original home invaders, along with the insurance investigator. Gardner must do whatever he can to keep his family safe, and his methods can be a little extreme, to say the least. We, as the audience, sit and watch with a heaviness in our stomach, just wondering where this whole web is going to go and hoping that it gets there quickly. So, what to say about this one? Well, it was definitely written by the Coen brothers, and if you've seen a Coen brothers movie before, you know that means there's not going to be a lot of sunshine and rainbows. In fact, this film has a very Fargo feel to it. I don't think it would be out of line to call it a discount Fargo. But it did have the ingredients lined up for success. Coen written, Clooney directed, and led by Matt Damon and Julianne Moore. I think the problem that a lot of people had with it is that the trailer sets it up to be kind of a kooky survive from the mob type of movie, when in actuality, it's a completely different movie than what it's portrayed as. I think everyone went in expecting a fun time and instead got the Coen brothers movie that they didn't come for. Now for a quick note on Jigsaw. It was definitely fun having the franchise back after 7 years. I was wondering how they were going to do it, but they actually take a pretty interesting approach to rope you in. It was good to have the traps back, and for me, as someone who really enjoyed the original franchise, it was a great bit of nostalgia. What's funny is that out of the 2 movies, Jigsaw was the less dark of the 2. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Matt. Up next, Tyler Ryan joins us live from Fashion for a Cure for another look at your 7-day forecast. We're back right after this.